With me now is someone you might recognize from Put-in-Bay, from Key West, from previous concerts at the Valentine Theater, Pat Dailey. Wonderful to have you here.
Thank you very much. I feel like I'm getting younger every day when I hear about all these places I've been.
Well, we're here to talk with you because you're doing kind of a special concert to break up the winter months, and it's going to be at Gladio Meadows this Friday.
Yeah, we did the Valentine Theater for so many years. A lot of the fans said they enjoy that a lot, but a theater seat is kind of confining. So we have a place now where it's big enough to get up and walk around and drink and yell and scream and act like you're in a bar.
Yeah, your music is ornery party music. It is. It's not the kind of music you sit there at a concert and watch. You want to participate.
No, I want them yelling at me. I like hecklers and all that. But also, from the time I started, I always had a fear of boring people. So I'll throw a couple of nice ballads out, but then I right away got to do something goofy and surprise them and get crazy, you know.
Your music is a lot of fun, and people can expect both music and laughter. How did you develop this style of performing?
Well, like I say, I was insecure, so I had to make people laugh. One time I was playing a serious ballad back in the folk music days, and a string broke right in the middle of it. And I was so embarrassed because I was in such this, this cool mode, and it embarrassed me. And I said, from now on, I'm not going to let that happen. So I have the kind of show now that if a string breaks, they almost think it was planned. You have fun with all those things. So it's always just been crazy. And as much as I try to be a serious singer, it seems like I always have that goofy side just comes out. It's my Irish heritage.
I think that's what people love about you. Something I read about you that I had never heard before today is that you used to open for Don Ho. How did you two cross paths, and how did that work?
Well, I spent 3 years in Hawaii singing in Waikiki, and it's all up and down the strip. We had all these different bands and clubs you worked in, and one of my gigs was being a vocalist for Don Ho, because he had the regular band and all, but he always had one vocalist that would stand by and sing certain songs. And I had a young, beautiful voice at the time, so I'd sing songs like Island in the Sun and things like that. And it was a fun thing, but it was a little too straight for me.
You've been just about everywhere there is a beach, from
it's
the Great
usually,
Lakes to Key West, Florida.
Yeah, always in resorts and things where the people go to have fun. I'm just there to facilitate.
Okay, well, let's make sure people know how they can get tickets to your show Friday, because this is a huge opportunity.
You'll have to tell them, because I have no idea.
Okay, it is at Gladio Meadows, and if you buy your tickets in advance, they're $15. The day of the show, $20, and the performance at Gladio Meadows this Friday, January 29th, is 8:30. So make sure you get there, get your space, and enjoy the show.
I'm looking forward to it. It's my last show up here in the north. Monday I go to Key West.
And we might just follow you because of the cold weather.
Yeah. But this should be a real blowout Friday night. I'm going to have a lot of fun.
Well, we've had a lot of fun having you here. Take advantage of the chance to get a very affordable ticket to see Pat Dailey. And that is tonight's Talk Back.